Hello, good morning. How are we feeling? I am a little tired. Actually, very tired because it's 7 in the morning. But I decided I would get up and film my morning routine because why? Why not? So basically, um, this is going to be called a spiritual morning routine because I do a lot of things that you may call spiritual. So the first thing that I do in the morning is, first of all, I'm not a morning person, so it's hard for me to get up. But the first thing that I do that really gets me going is meditating. So I do that for about usually 10 minutes, sometimes 20. Um, I don't do it every day, but I definitely try to, morning and night. So, I figured I'd show you guys that. Um, and then we'll go from there. I actually forgot. The first thing I do is not meditate. The first thing I do is making my bed. So I'm going to show you that right now. Alakabam. Okay, so I think meditating is one of the greatest parts of my morning just because it gets you like so in the present moment that you're just like, okay, like I'm good right here, like this is fine. So, first thing I'm gonna do is take out my Invisalign. It's actually not an Invisalign, it's just a retainer. Okay. So, next thing I'm gonna do is wash my face. So I wait till the water gets hot. What am I doing? So I wait till the water gets hot, and then I use this Duval spin brush. And I use these two doohickeys to go on it. This one is for, I use it to just like pre-exfoliate, I don't know. And then this one I put my cleanser on, which is actually MD Acne, sponsor me. But I put that on, and then usually if I'm feeling frisky, I'll put on this rose oil after I put it on my face. That's what I do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll get back to you. So we did that, and now we take this, and then we do a little squid squid. The next thing I'm gonna do is your basic human shit. That means, brushing the teeth, putting the deodorant on. Oh wait, I forgot the rose oil. So we're just gonna take a few drops. Doop, 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 doop. And then we're going to rub it around the face. Correction, pat. Pat over the face. And there we have it. Glowing. Ready to start my day, if you will. And I use Old Spice Wilderness just because it has lavender in it. I don't know. And then for my toothpaste, I don't think y'all are ready. I use the Natural Dentist Charcoal Whitening. Whether it whitens, I don't know. I don't see a difference, but this is what I use. And I also have my bamboo toothbrush. So, let's get cracking. Squeaky clean. Okay, so that's usually it, but if I'm feeling frisky, I actually do this most days, but this is Dr. Pawpaw's lip scrub and lip balm. So I just take a little bit and I rub it on the lips. Because I tend to bite my lips a lot when I get nervous or anxious. So scrubbing them just gets rid of everything that I bit off. Which is a habit that I'm trying to break, but in due time. So, whenever I am done, I just lick it off. But then, we have the balm. So, that I would take with a finger, and I will rub that on the bottom lip, and then the top lip. Still a little sugar scrub on there, but what you gonna do about it? And I'm sorry for the accent, I just cannot stop. And we are on our merry way. I keep forgetting stuff, there's just so much. So, I also, if I'm feeling really, really frisky, which I am today, so there's this hemp seed, Naked in the Woods, CBD, just like rejuvenating spray, and I'll just show you, because it's my favorite thing in the world. And it just smells so fresh, it literally smells like you're naked in the woods. Are you kidding? Like, and it also just gives you a glow, like, okay. So, the next thing I do is kind of off. It's not very spiritual, but it's very natural, very clean. I work for this company, and so I use their products. So I drink 2 shakes and 2 teas a day. Basically, the tea is it has as much caffeine as a coffee, but it's all like natural, derived from like natural ingredients. So it's like green tea, oolong. I don't know what all that stuff is, but it's really helpful. And the shake is like a meal, a morning meal, and they taste so good. So I'm gonna show you that. Just do a little montage, cause you know. I also get dressed, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I'm downstairs. So first thing I'll do is make my tea. So this is gonna be a cold tea, but I'm gonna put it in here. But by the way, I'm wearing these pants. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them, but they're like this, you know. And these are my favorite things. I've been wearing them for so long. And they're by the company MeUndies, so not Spawn, but like, come on, I'm wearing their socks, I'm wearing their undies, like, what do you even mean? So I use this aloe, which what this does is it helps absorb nutrients. It's like a natural sweetener. So like instead of creamer in your coffee, it's like aloe in your tea, you know? So I'll just put some of that in there. And then I'll put an equal amount of water, some ice cubes, and then I make my own tea out of their stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just, is that enough? Like this month I made Green Gusher. So we're gonna have Green Gusher tea, y'all. Oh, I forgot to show you. That should be good for now. But look at how pretty. So this is my Green Gusher tea. Oh, can you see it? Yes, so that's it. In all her glory. I'll even add my favorite thing to it. A metal straw. Now, time for the shake. So over here, I'm sorry in the drastic change in lighting. I can't do anything about it. So, what we do here in this station is we pick a flavor. I'm just gonna wing it today. But I have all these flavors. So, I'm feeling like kind of like a Butterfinger moment. So we're gonna go Butterfinger for breakfast. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna go to add water. Pop this off. Add some water. And then we'll add the shake mix. So this is the F1. It's kind of just the flavoring. You're not going to be able to see it, but this is Dutch chocolate. So I'm going to put 2 scoops of this in here. Okay. And then we're going to go for a double chocolate moment. So this is the protein. So this is going to give you 24 grams of protein, 21 vitamins and minerals, and less sugar than a banana, which is absolutely insane, and I don't know how I came across this, but it's the best thing I've tried. So, there's that. Just gonna scoop that in. And then we'll add some other flavors. So we're gonna do butterscotch, which is substituted for caramel, because I don't have caramel. And then we're gonna do a little bit of chocolate. And then this peanut butter powder, which has really good protein in it. It's one of my favorite things to put in a shake. Whoop. Just a little bit of chocolate. Butterscotch. Then we put ice in it and then we blend it up. Alrighty, and I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, so we're gonna take you into the light. Remove my tea. And then, I'm gonna put it in here. And watch the satisfaction, okay? Of course, the chocolate ones are always too thick. Like yes, like yeah, like mm-hmm. This is definitely it. And so what I do after this is, especially with like the Butterfinger ones and stuff, I will take a little bit of PB, sprinkle it on the top by doing this. Ow! That's a lot. So I'll just do this. And then these sprinkles I got actually look exactly like the Butterfinger. Like they have the peanut butter and the chocolate moment. I don't know. I'm just gonna sprinkle those on there. And there we have it. Oop. Okay, so this is usually not part of my morning routine, obviously, as I'm in the car. But I'm going to see my favorite people. We're going out to breakfast. So first I have my shake and my tea. And then sometimes I'll go out to breakfast, sometimes I'll make it at home. It really just depends, but yeah, so I'm going to do that. Then when I get home, oh my god, when I go home, I'm probably gonna do, I haven't done my affirmations yet, just because I was on a time crunch and I kind of forgot about the breakfast, so, but usually I'll do affirmations right in the morning, between everything, and then, so I'll show you guys that, and then I'll do yoga, and then I'm actually reading this amazing book. It's by Eckhart Tolle. It's just teaching you how to stay present and how to stay in the moment and really raise up to your higher level of consciousness. So read a little bit of that, watch a little podcast, and yeah. So I'll show you guys all that later. Alright, what's up? I am back in my humble abode. And I'm about to well, first of all, I'm fit to poop. PSA, just saying. And then I'm gonna do some yoga, because that is one of my favorite things to do in the morning, to really get my day going, you know, get the blood rushing while still staying, you know, calm and relaxed, because I'll work out at night, but in the morning I just need something fresh, something new to get me going, you know? So I'll see you when I'm doing that. Okay, so usually I will do yoga just like on this little mat right here. Very chill, very vibey. With this, I'll usually turn the lights off, like so. So it's very natural lighting. I mean, there's still, you know, I'm in a confined space, but if it's nice enough outside, I'll do it outside. But as you can see, it's kind of a little bit rainy and dreary. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's just how it is. So, yeah, I'll just do it in here and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm doing a moon practice. I always follow Yoga with Adrian's yoga if I'm following a guided yoga. So yeah.
So hop into something comfy and let's get started.
Okay, so that was really fun. I've been doing yoga consistently for about at least 2 months, maybe 3. Focused. That's probably not gonna work, but so the next thing I want to talk about is I do a lot of journal work, writing down my affirmations, what I believe to be true, my vision, my dreams, notes, basically anything you can think about. So this is like my dream that I wrote the other day. It's kind of personal, so I'm not gonna read it, but that's just like what I want my life to look like, and there's like little art things in here, little sketches, but so what I've been doing lately is, okay, my journal, this one, this nice little sleek little wooden little moment. You just open it, and this was on my first video actually, about when I talked about the ego in my consciousness video, but which is still what I'm working on, believe it or not. So let me just switch the camera around. So we have all these notes. Okay, so this is obviously what I've been working on all week. I started the 24th, it's now the 30th. Or no, it's December 1st. That's wild. So this was on the 30th, yeah. Crazy. So it's chapter 8. I'm gonna be working on chapter 9, but first we have to start with our affirmations. So I'll start by writing down the date, which would be like this. Like that. Oh my god, that's terrible, but you get the idea, right? And then I'll write the time, which is, I don't know what the time is, but it doesn't really matter because time's a construct anyway. So this angle is really bad. I'm really sorry about that, but I'll finish my affirmations, play a little vibing music, and be right back. Okay, so when I'm all done, this is kind of what it's gonna look like. So basically, it's your I ams. I am one, I am essential, I am content, I am a leader, and all these things just help you. Obviously, they're not. We'll just say if you just write it down and forget about it, which sometimes I do, it's no problem. But if you just write it down and forget about it, you're not gonna see these come to life. But as long as you remember them, become aware of them, and make them into who you really are, I mean, how can it not be you? So these are just all the things I'm working on, all the things that I already have, etc., etc. And now we get to go into this book. So this book has been the epitome of life changing. So, oh, this lighting is so much better. Are you kidding? Okay. So this book is called A New Earth. It's by Eckhart Tolle. And it's called Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. Now, why this is so life-changing? I'm on chapter 9 out of 10. That's what I'm going to be working on today, actually. So, it's awakening you to your higher consciousness. So, if you don't know what that is, I talked about it a little bit in my last video, but also I didn't know about it as much as I do now, just because I've been working so hard on it. So, like, we all have ego. We know this. We've been new. That's just your thoughts, like what you're thinking. Your higher levels of consciousness is when you become aware of those thoughts and you become present instead of focusing on those thoughts. Does that make sense? Because when you're thinking and when you're in your mind and like you have a monkey mind, you start to focus on the thoughts more than what you're actually doing in life and like where you are right now, because now is the only thing that matters. Now is the present, and to be present you have to be aware and attentive to what's going on around you and how you're feeling in your body and listening to your inner self. So that's just a little insight to it, but I'm going to link this book down below. I'm also going to link the yoga that I did. The other thing that I'm going to put in the description is who I got this idea from, this spiritual video. So her name is the Goddess Gem, and I don't know how I found her video. I go down some rabbit holes sometimes, but she made a spiritual morning routine and it just showed like everything that she did, and I thought it was so fun and fresh, so I decided to do it mine. Yeah, because I feel like I've finally gotten into the habit of making a routine of this, and it's really, really helping me. Like, it's evolving me in so many different ways I can't even explain. So that's where we are. So this are my notes. These are my notes. For this book, it's really, truly life-changing. Like, after every chapter, I feel so much more at peace with myself, present with what I'm doing, and where I'm at in life. So this is the second to last chapter. So yeah, I think that is one of the last things I do. So basically, that's my morning. I will go after this and watch a podcast that actually discusses each chapter in detail. It's Oprah's Super Soul Conversations. I'll link that too. So there's going to be a lot of links in the description if you want to check out anything I did today. All of these things help me. Every single one. I do these every single day. I try to. I don't miss one. If I do, I rarely do. So it's all just a work in progress, and I love working on myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go listen to that podcast. I hope you guys liked this. It was really inspiring for me just because I get to show people what I do on a daily basis that helps me evolve and grow into an amazing person. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Everything will be in the description like I said, and I'll see you guys later.